Buenas noches a todos. Welcome back to Tom Plays EUIV Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We are back with Spain, actually, not Castile. But I'm still going to put Castile on all the video titles so as not to make it confusing. We started this Castile. Okay, so I did want to go through this. If you click on the big shield, there's actually a tab we haven't looked at before, which is the government tab. And in the government tab, there's actually an option for accepted cultures, which can help us to have less uprisings. So what we're going to do is we're going to accept 2 of the biggest cultures. So let's go with Flemish. It's going to cost us some diplomatic power. We're going to promote Flemish. That gives us 3 out of 4 possible promoted cultures. Unfortunately, we can't promote another one. So I'm going to be a bit stuck there. I'll be between Moroccan and Dutch. I'm honestly not sure that promoting Flemish culture is going to help. Oh no, it is. It looks like we're not going to have an uprising. So there you see, it basically helps with preventing uprisings. Unfortunately, I suspect these scripted event uprisings might still happen. But we'll find out. See if any of them are Flemish, and that might actually tell us. I'd kind of forgotten that we were looking at invading Africa from the north. Looks like Timbuktu have better alliances this time though. At least they've got 2 alliances. Of course the other problem is my army's kind of tied up here right now. Right, well never mind, let's get this part of the army back to Salé and we'll see how it goes. Cotton production, Florida, we've already taxed Florida I think. I'm not going to do it again. I'd rather keep them happy. Glorious army. Oh, great. Extra prestige. Assimilation, always appreciated. Oh, brilliant. Right, that happened a bit faster than I expected. So let's start on the next one before the French can intervene. Don't even have our colonists there yet. There we go. Nicely cut off, which is all good. Could do the 10 prestige, so I'm going to say has to be abandoned. Really getting a little frustrated at Castilian Brazil here. Not seen any signs of them doing any colonising whatsoever. Slightly nervous with Portuguese armies wandering around. Oh, there we go, I was right to be nervous. Portugal started settling down here now. Apparently Africa wasn't enough for them. Right, fine. So as soon as we get to 10, we're going to have to head down to La Plata. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, so I probably should have headed down there already, but never mind. We've started, so we'll finish. Annoying though this is. Right, has that army got there yet? Yes, they have. That's good, you managed to make it there before they actually finished the colony. Good work. Why are you not going anywhere? Apparently you're protecting the Caribbean, although it doesn't look like it. Fair enough. Okay. Disputed succession. England again. No. Let's get married. Who knows, maybe it'll be worth it. I should fetch those troops from Ibiza before they party themselves to death. Exceptional harvest. Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool. Let's pay off some loans. We only have one loan left. This is good. I thought I'd never see the day. So the next plan is to get 2,000 in the treasury. Although, if that turns out to be enough to... Oh, here we go. If it turns out to be enough to embrace the printing press, then we'll probably do that instead. And worry about the mission a little later. Look, I don't want to be mean, but we're a monarchy. You're not joining the Netherlands Republic. It's just not happening. It's never happening. Please stop trying. I don't really like having to kill you every 5 seconds. I'm amazed there's any people left. Good grief. Okay, well, we have another option for a military idea. However, I'm getting very nervous about the difference between us and France. 14 versus 16, yeah, that's no good. No military ideas now. In fact, let's start worrying about institutions a bit more. France has embraced... Yeah, that's not good. It's not good at all. Right, okay. Do something else now. We did briefly touch on this. I did some development of a province a while back. I think we did Sevilla because we had too much military power. So another side effect of it is if you choose this bit, institutions, you can see how far we've gone in getting the printing press in Toledo. Now, as you develop a province in any way, it actually pushes this up artificially and it makes it a bit faster. So I'm actually going to plough our military power into doing that. Okay, as much of it as I can. That's probably it. But you see we're now much closer to getting the printing press in Toledo. And if you look at the institutions overall, basically once Toledo has it, it will then spread to everything around it. So it's in a good position, it's central. So we might try and add a bit more to it as time goes on, but I don't want to put any administrative power into it simply because we have administrative ideas at the moment and we're trying to get them all. Okay, Hollander is ours. Centralisation, monthly autonomy change. This could help enormously. Especially in those provinces up here that we had to give 100% autonomy to. There we go. Diplomatic relations, that's fine. Going to try to improve relations with the Knights again. So we're on +8 because of the subsidies they've received. So we'll see, we'll certainly be a little closer next time we finish improving relations with them. Going to improve with England again. Still not sure whether to offer them an alliance. send you down here. Honestly wondering whether to try and attack these people anyway. Even though it's going to be a bit tricky. I suppose possibly we'd actually be better off taking the army to the New World and attacking some of the smaller places there. Okay, we've got another Protestant province. Oh, cool. Total settler increase. That is good. We have anyone else? Right, we've got a +1 that does global tariffs. So, worth a try. Might give us a bit more money, which we are getting quite a lot of at the moment. How are we doing with this final loan? We can repay it. That's it then. No more loans for us. Gonna try to put a bit more into Toledo. Wonderful. Part of the country is actually a massive problem, isn't it? Oh well. So out of interest, how are you doing for allies now? Well, you've got a couple, but none that's willing to... only one that's willing to help you. How about you? You're doing a little better. Well, apparently I can actually drag Portugal into the war. Which is interesting. Okay, let's give him a conquistador. Head across. We've got a place we can actually convert. No, it's still ours. Where were we? Oh yeah, killing yet more people. Got a 2-star general this time as well. And we just lost ours in battle. Okay, better make another one. So I'll do a general this time rather than a conquistador. Unfortunately, it's still only 1 star. There you go. Okay, the knights. We are very nearly there. Let's just improve relations again. Oh no, we're on +100 still. Yeah, this is probably just a little bit too close. I should probably just give him a gift and have done with it. Oh, we can hold that fort and go and deal with this colony. Okay, great. Out of interest, who are your allies? Someone I can't see yet. If I give you the conquistador again, just head over here, see if there's someone there. In the meantime, I will build another colony on the coast. Belatedly notice that we've got another papal favour. So this is useless to us now, forgive usury. So it's either prestige or mercantilism. Go for the prestige. Probably a better idea. We'll probably go for the mercantilism whenever we have no other option. Bearing in mind that the taxes aren't that useful now. Okay, we've had this again. I mean, we've had this before. Papal state will hate us. Pretty sure they already hate us a bit. Clergy loses loyalty. Oh, we can have a whole bunch of nobles rising up in revolt. I've had enough revolts, sorry. The Pope can just put up with it. Statute in restraint of appeals. Officially demote the Pope. Yeah, not gonna do that. Just because I don't want an uprising doesn't mean I've actually fallen out with the Pope. Oh, they're here. Right, brilliant. Nice, I know where the allies are now at least. A rough idea how big they are. How about you? It's powered, isn't it? I noticed there are lots of Portuguese people hanging around again. The Aztecs seriously just overthrow them? Because that is pretty impressive. Considering the potential difference in technology levels there. Go Aztecs. I'm guessing this is England making another go of it. Not from they're winning in terms of colonising there. All things considered. Florida's kind of on their own now, but I'll be surprised if they make a pretty good go of it. Right, so at some point we're going to need some ships around there. And in fact I could do with some ships in general. So let's have a look. Let's start a new navy. I'm just going to put 2 galleons in it to start with, and the rest will be brigs. Just to allow us to move the armies around for the colonies. Let's see if I can get them all the way around there. Actually, that's probably going to be quite tricky. No, I guess I'll move them this way. Probably safer on the whole. I'm watching it really. Okay, is there anything else that we need to do? I was considering a war down here, wasn't there? Accommodation, that's nice. Yes to the naval force, yes please. I'm glad I built those ships before that happened. Unless of course it just happens every time the old one runs out. I don't really know. Okay, so I'm going to give you a conquistador. You may need it. Unfortunately, we don't have a decent military advisor handy. Very little national manpower. This is starting to strike me as a bit dangerous, actually. Yeah, might wait until one of them isn't willing to join in again. Let's spy network here as well. Why not? Might come in handy. At least I haven't got the choice. I would say quarantine the port. Safest way to do it. Again, not particularly keen to declare war on Ireland. And we once again have another Protestant province. But a new cardinal, so that's good. Side, I think we're basically just going to have to accept that all of those provinces are going to become Protestant one way or another. Okay. We've got fish production in Cuba. No, leave it be. France has been excommunicated, that's good. I would absolutely love to attack them, but I don't think we're up to it. They are 2 ahead of us. That is amazing. Nearly there. Just thinking, once we get one of these 2 provinces, we have a better foothold really into Africa, to the north side, be able to fabricate more claims. Oh right, we can fabricate all of those claims, yeah, that's okay. I want the inland one, thank you. Right, so Fulo's quite a big nation actually, isn't it? However, they're still vastly behind us in military tech, if nothing else. But then so is Timbuktu. They got Bonoman, Jenna, Mossy. We can get Portugal as well, no guarantee they'll actually do anything there. Oh, they've got a 3rd ally, but again we can pull Portugal in. Got Jenna, Zena, Dahomey, which is absolutely tiny. I think we can do this one, especially if we involve Portugal. Let's try it. We only really want to take the one province. Of course, we don't have much of our army with us to do it. So it could turn out to be a huge mistake, but we'll see. Of course, we might be able to bring more of our army down if it wasn't for the constant pointless uprisings. The Netherlands. Sure. Irritated though I am with you at the moment. Still generally quite easy going on that military axis. Plus there's always a chance you might be about to attack France. I can always hope. That would certainly help me. I wish. Okay, so we're watching for the little padlock. As soon as the padlock appears, they're committed to where they're moving to. And we start moving as well, then we should catch them before they can get through. There we go. It's not like it'd be the end of the world if it did get through there, but it's a minor nuisance, and it's not like we'd have really started sieging the castle yet. So, no harm in eliminating that army before we begin. Okay, this is good. We've got some armies coming from our colonies. That's what we want. Got some corruption, unfortunately. Yeah, hopefully I'm basically counting on the vassals and armies of that nature to do the trick. Speaking of, let's improve relations with the knights again, because we're actually on 15 now. In theory, it is actually possible for us to vassalise them without a gift, but we can certainly give them a gift as well. Cena. Alright, it's spreading here too. I can see we're going to end up having to do either religious ideas or humanist ideas, so that we can either deal with the Protestant Reformation and bring everyone back to Catholic, or just accept multiple religions in our country. Okay, that's unfortunate. Keep forgetting that we don't have Aragon anymore. Can't expect them to bail me out. So, where does that leave us? I think that leaves us needing to go and get the army. Which unfortunately might mean us... I don't know really. I suppose just having to leave people having an uprising. Because I've still no intention of conceding in any way, shape or form. Let's head to Panama. That's the closest we can get on this side. Well, that's something. So let's run on the Ivory Coast, shall we? Cape Coast. How long it's actually going to take people to get there. Okay, so who are my enemies? Almost everyone in reach. Fair enough. Makes it easier, I suppose. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think my vassals need to give me a chance. Oh, we've still got Naples. They're actually quite powerful. Okay. Surprised they weren't already there, actually. Right. Okay then, let us... Okay, we can't head to the capital of... Ah, right, they're going that way. Fair enough. Change of plan. I've got to head them off. It's not a bad thing anyway. That should allow us to romp all over Africa. Who's this? From Dahomey, they will give us some money. Yeah, sure. Not very interested in Dahomey. Good, good. Right, you are going to head off now then. So let's see. Right, so this is this not 10 provinces yet? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, you owe me a merchant. Probably at the end of the month. And in the meantime, I definitely need to now then, where should I come in? Let's start a colony there. Bit aggressive towards Portugal, but I want to be able to fight these guys. So kind of need to, really. No option. Papal State is now the papal controller. I'm going to put my 5 in. There aren't that many of us now. I suppose these are the remaining Catholic countries. Good grief. It's only 1600. We are just entering the 17th century. Let's get on board. I'm not sure I can get you all the way there though, so let's head here first, just to heal the ships. And what are we on? Right, I'm going to head down from there. Going to see if, well actually Timbuktu probably won't be interested yet, so I'll give it a go there. Nope, no interest in giving up war just yet. Tell you what, maybe I should go for this castle instead, in case they all come through here. So in theory we should have the advantage, because the castle is occupied by us. Is this Timbuktu? Yeah, sure. That's all I wanted. You're okay ceding me that province, then that is fine. In that case, I shall take my troops back for the next Netherland rebellion. We are now only just making a profit. However, we do have a new merchant, so that's something. So, trade map. Let's see. Okay, so they're actually saying Tunis now. I have no particular objection to that. Send someone to Tunis and transfer trade power. actually going to be doing something. Never mind, leave them in there for a bit. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's because our colony has opened. Ships are at full health, excellent. Then let us get going. We're going to actually land in the colony. Expulsion of the Moriscos. Why would I expel them? No, it's fine. They can stay. Got a new cardinal, which is good. So yeah, I think this still counts as being part of La Plata. So this is going to be the next place that we sort out. Well, that's unfortunate. I can't give them a leader. In fact, I can't do anything with them. The uprising has just happened to happen in the place where they are. So I'm just going to have to hope that they can somehow win, despite the opposition having a general and higher numbers. I suppose nothing else we're technically defending. We did win, thank goodness to that. Colony has become self-sustaining. Excellent. Right, so in that case, I now want you to get on the boat. Except maybe get on the boat on the other side. Because you can. Although I will need an explorer to do that. Still, it's probably about time we had one anyway. Even though it's going to be a bit of a problem. Because of the excessive number of military leaders, but nonetheless. Okay, Breda is ours now, apparently. So what and where is Breda? There you are. Okay, here we go. Over there. How are we doing here? Well, that's upsetting. Wow. Bit of a slap in the face for a loyal Catholic country. It's a country that's trying to be a loyal Catholic country. Good grief. Oh, well, thank you very much, Mr. Pope. Just going to have to hope that it gets lifted when the current Pope dies, I suppose. So we're basically not going to be able to build up any more papal influence. Fortunately, we already have something towards becoming an ex-curia controller. suppose probably our best bet at the moment would be to try and improve relations with the Pope. Unfortunately, they decided to rival us, even though we were in no way their enemy. Deeply harsh, never mind, I should mothball the forts, we're losing money. Okay, right, well this is a concern, because not only are we behind the times on military power, we've also now been excommunicated, which makes us a more attractive target. So, global trade has just started. Oh, we started it! Oh, brilliant. Okay, I didn't expect that. Okay, so now we've got two institutions. Global trade, which has actually started in Toledo. Well now. Unfortunately, it does look like everywhere has a bit of a head start on it anyway. At least all the Europeans and the Ottomans. Whereas we're still going to have to build it up, even though we technically kicked it off. But, alright, administrative ideas. Yeah, let's just finish these off. But yeah, I was literally just thinking about trying to... There we go. So Toledo now has the printing press, and that means it's also being shared in all directions. I'm surprised we haven't moved our capital to Madrid yet. So let's do Madrid next. Okay, looks like it's only actually increasing the printing press, so global trade doesn't get increased, you can only increase one of them. But fair enough. Hopefully that will give us some kind of chance of embracing it. Okay, so the printing press we can actually embrace now as long as we have 2,000, so that's an option. Okay, so at least we'll get there. We could just do with not being excommunicated anymore. I'm going to improve relations with France, probably won't do us any good. And I might improve relations with Kildare. Cleves. Interesting to have like a little count up at the end of how many Habsburgs we actually have. Von Habsburg. Shame I don't have a royal marriage. Never mind. Got Habsburgs in Poland. Austria, of course, and Bohemia. Oh, the Ottomans are spreading a bit. Oh well, yeah, so we're currently in a very dangerous position because of having been excommunicated, but as long as no one actually attacks us, we can manage. I mean, it's harmed our income quite a bit. It's completely destroyed our papal influence, which is a shame. Still, life goes on, so hopefully New Granada will now start looking after itself a bit and spreading, competing with French Colombia, which is getting a bit big. Castilian Brazil still doesn't seem to have actually done any colonising of its own, which is very frustrating. But I'm wondering if I should start trying to subsidise it. I consider that next time, if I remember. But yeah, so we're mainly focusing on trying to build Spanish La Plata, which is, I believe... Oh, drat. Can't allow the subsidies to run out with the knights without having vassalised them. Well, that was pointless then, wasn't it? Never mind. See, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Spanish La Plata is next on our mission tree, or it's certainly on our mission tree, so we should certainly try to get that next if we possibly can. So improving relations with Kildare, let's stop that. We need to sort the knights out, ideally. Where are they? Here's Malta. Okay. Let's just go with a gift. 25. Instantly able to vassalise. Just as soon as I get another diplomat. Or as soon as we get to 13th of September. Much easier. There we go. Another vassal. Sorted. Right, that'll be another bit of help whenever we're fighting. Got a new colony here. I'll just make another one. Not a huge issue. See, Scotland's doing a bit better though. On the colonising front. It's perhaps just as well. Oh no, England haven't pushed them back any further. Still where they were. I think we're playing the game with the slightly wimpy England this time. Suits me fine. France is more powerful though, so we're really going to have to watch France. Do we still have a royal marriage with Portugal? We do. Well, let's improve relations with them. Let's be on the safe side. But yeah, great. At least we've vassalised the knights. Right, so I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Future is in question because of the excommunication, but if we can just survive that, then hopefully we can get back on track and we'll be that much closer to embracing the institutions and building up our military power. So we'll just have to see how it goes. So that's it. I'll see you next time.